Hi, I'm Sue Hanson. Once again, I'm going to share my screen to continue what I had just finished doing, which was researching a fictional character in the Ancestry. And the new look that we were talking about, which was this bottom part of the page, the census, vitals, military, and immigration, I kind of got cut off there and didn't complete my mission, so to speak. What I did do was carry out a search on Joe Smith in the military portion of this page. And I was looking at the draft, which I'm already there by clicking on that military icon and that button to get me here. We talked about the guy that we were looking for, Joe and Smith, who was born in this is a fictional person in my mind, no one I'm related to, 1894 in Plainfield, New Jersey. Death, not sure about that, but I do know he served. We have a year lived in Plainfield, New Jersey, where Joe lived. Joe served, and I believe, let's see, what do we have here? Plainfield, okay. Military might have been 1922. He was at the age of 22, so I would say that's probably not right. Let me go and do, let's see, let's do 1918. This is, of course, now we're talking World War I. So we're going to have some interesting writing to look at, how things were written and signed back in the day. From someone who was 22, he was an electrician. He had 3 siblings that he supported. Again, rich information on a draft record. I do have it. Narrow it down here. I believe if it's not on this list, I have it saved. Once again, and get a little flustered with where to look and how to find things. The record is right here. I was able to get to this, download it, and print it out, do whatever I wanted to do, because this is a piece of history. It, if I kind of come up a little bit closer, that's too close. I'm going to use my little slider bar here on the right-hand side under the plus sign. And then I can use my cursor to drag this record, which says that it is a U.S. World War I draft registration card, 1917 to 1918, for Joseph J. Smith, who served from the age of 22, born in South Plainfield. This is how it was written. An electrician was his present occupation. He was, let's see, the company who employed him was, it looks like American Standard Cork, maybe, if I can read the script. Employed in Plainfield, New Jersey, North Ave, supported 3 sisters, single, military service, previous none. This is his first time on leave and claim exempt from the draft, supporting 3 sisters. So this actually was his record where he was not, he may not have gone anywhere. He might have just had to support the 3 sisters, and this is a record that shows that. Whether he was where, you know, as a draft, we don't know, but we have information that if we wanted to trace more about whether or not Joe Smith served, we have enough to follow through with. And as a piece of information on how things were carried through from records, I really, really like the way this is set up on Ancestry, because what we have here is a way to go in and go directly, zero right in on military ancestors who searched. What we did was we searched military. What you could also link to to the right is search immigration. What is interesting here is that if I wanted to go back and look at just the enlistment, or even if he had gone ashore, let's say a passenger at some point, which I didn't find anything on this particular gentleman, but on others, Joe Smith, what I was able to do was link to the immigration and passenger lists for another Joe Smith in Plainfield. Again, this is all trajectory. We're throwing out some names and some dates. Of course, this was during let's see, what do we do? Let's try 1918 for Plainfield again and see if we have, actually we want to do military, 1894 again, and served in 1918. Again, we'll kind of focus in on the Plainfield, New Jersey area. And I was taken to not just the draft registration cards in here, but also lists of men ordered to report to local board for military. So these headings are all coming through from just one spot, which is the military draft, or military records. But we've got draft, we've got lists of orders to report. I also was linked to some of the men who were shipped out and their shipping information. So I didn't have to go to immigration. I actually got it in there from the military records, from when they were going from here, going to the local military board. This was for, let's see who we're looking for. I'm going to zoom out of here again. And this was, see if we can see Mr. Smith again. Yep, there he is right there. I can focus in again. But a lot is coming from just doing military, focused right in there under the military search. This is showing an order number 1325, which this is an index, not the actual record, and the classification and whether or not they failed to report on the very final column. Primary industry, looks like farming for this guy. Looks like they were not excused, and there's no record that shows that. But again, a lot of the information as just coming up with a fictional character, a Joe Smith, and then, you know, zeroing in on World War I, you can really see how these records are organized and presented in a very nice fashion using the new look that we have here. Whoops, I want to get out of here. Using the new look of Ancestry, where I'm going to get back out of here and show you just what I mean. Yeah, here we go. It is really focused on only what you need: the draft enlistment services, casualties, prisoner rolls, pension records, histories, awards, news, photos. And again, I was connected to the immigration, the shipping, which again, we'll go back out of here to get to that information. The searching and immigration also includes shipping out from port to port during call of duty. So I'll quickly go in and just see if maybe we could pull this up again. Immigration and travel is the last category on this page of Ancestry. Joe Smith. I'm going to put back in here his birth date, Plainfield, New Jersey. Lived in Plainfield. And why I picked that out is it's just at the drop of a hat. I was playing around and I happened to hit upon a lot of Joe Smiths that had served and had great records that showed quite a bit of rich history. I'm gonna say served, let's see, lived in, okay, 1918. Maybe we can say New Jersey, departure New Jersey. It's a lot different when we're dealing with a certain time of, a particular era of history, and you want to see what happened to certain people. Here are some records: arriving crew list, Edward Smith. Let me just stick with the location, because this was for military reasons only. Let's see, arrival 1920. Okay. Now it was a far cry. When I saw this the first time, I was able to see more during World War II than World War I for shipping out. Let's try leaving Plainfield the way it is, and I will pick on the same date my father was sent ashore, across the shore, I should say, and that was 1946. So again, we're just using Joe Smith, fictional person for now. I mean, they did exist, but it's just, we're creating our own little scenario of how you would search through and follow through. Let's see. Yeah, we still have crew lists that they're not crossing over into military, but again, that's the point that I like to say is the way this is organized, the way it's looking. If you wanted to find out more about someone and you suspect that when they served, there was also some crossover into passenger lists, this is the way to go, to search the military first, and then to check out that last category, immigration, to follow through and see if that serviceman was the one that served overseas and what ship they might have come out of. So this again is some more history following up through using Ancestry, and I enjoyed going along with you and completing that last search we missed out on. I hope you enjoyed it as well. We'll see you again. This is Sue Hansen, signing off.